A phone cord stretched all the way across the kitchen, wrapped around a door frame, because the call started in one room and couldn't end there. That was 1974. And the radio playing in the background of that call is where this list starts. 7 songs turned 52 this year. Records that were playing at the exact moment somebody fell in love, or found out they hadn't, or slow danced in a living room with the furniture pushed against the wall. If you've found your way to this channel before, you already know we don't just play the songs. We tell you what was happening the moment they were written, and there's a story in this one about a song almost nobody remembers existing that you're going to want to hear before the end. By the time we get to the top of this list, you'll know which song was recorded live in one take with the mistakes left in on purpose. Let's go back to 1974. Number 7, Sideshow, Blue Magic. There's a specific kind of heartbreak that doesn't announce itself. It just shows up quiet, in the middle of an otherwise normal Tuesday, and doesn't leave. Blue Magic recorded this one out of Philadelphia during the peak of the Philly soul movement.
My friends, so many
leaning into the elaborate orchestral productions that define the sound coming out of Sigma Sound Studios at the time. Lead singer Ted Mills' falsetto became the song's defining feature, carrying the entire emotional weight of the arrangement.
Who's been crying for a meal?
It became one of the definitive slow dance records of the mid-70s, the kind of song DJs held in reserve for the exact right moment in a night.
What life has got to pass it by, guaranteed to
Not the opener. One chart note. It reached the Billboard Top 10.
only love she ever had. Get your tickets, I hope you will.
A rare feat for a group without the label backing of the bigger Philly international acts. That one carried heartbreak in falsetto.
He is sad. He has some
The next one carried joy at 120 beats per minute.
The best of Soul Train.
Number 6, Rock Your Baby, George McCrae. Windows down, a car idling outside somebody's house because the song came on right as the engine was about to turn off, and nobody wanted to miss the ending. George McCrae wasn't even supposed to be the one singing this record. It was originally written with his wife, Gwen McCrae, in mind as the vocalist. When she wasn't available for the session, George stepped in instead, and the song became his, not hers. It's now considered one of the earliest records to bridge soul into what would become disco, helping set the template for the sound that would dominate the back half of the decade. Trivia. It reportedly became the first record by a black artist to top both the US and UK charts simultaneously that year. That one was recorded almost by accident. The next one was recorded because a group refused to slow down. Number 5, Hollywood Swinging, Kool and the Gang.
To last throughout the years. So bring your good times. Celebrate good times. Come on.
A basement party with the lights turned down low enough that nobody can quite see who's dancing with who.
Round the world, come on. Let's celebrate. Come on now.
And the bass line is doing most of the talking. Kool and the gang had already built a reputation as a tight instrumental funk outfit before this record. But this song leaned harder into a party-starting, horn-driven energy that widened their audience beyond strictly funk purists into broader soul and R&B radio. It became one of the tracks most responsible for the group's crossover into mainstream success, setting up the run of hits they'd have later in the decade and into the 80s.
And your laughter too. We gon' sell.
One detail worth knowing. The song's title referenced founding member Robert, Kool, Bell's own experience trying to break into the music industry.
This is your celebration.
Now, here's a question worth sitting with for a second. Was this the song playing at the first party you remember sneaking into?
Let's celebrate. This is party going up to you. What's your pleasure?
Or the one your parents wouldn't let you turn up? Tell me which one down in the comments. That one was built for a party.
It's a celebration.
This next one was built for a slow morning after. Number 4. Feel Like Makin' Love, Roberta Flack. Sunday morning light coming through a curtain that was never quite closed all the way, and nobody in the room in any hurry to get up.
Baby, and in a restaurant, come through.
Roberta Flack recorded this one during a period where she had significant creative control over her own productions, something not every artist at her label level was granted at the time.
Oh, babe, talk to me when you're moaning sweet and
The song's producer, Eugene McDaniels, wrote it under a pseudonym, which wasn't revealed publicly until years later. It became Flack's third #1 hit,
baby, when
cementing her as one of the defining voices of Quiet Storm-era R&B, a format built almost entirely around the intimacy.
to you, when you touch me, oh.
This song captures. Trivia. The Quiet Storm radio format that emerged later in the decade took its name from a different Flack-adjacent song.
Come true. Oh, that's the time. Feel like in love.
But this record is often credited as one of the sound's founding blueprints.
Feel like in dream. To make such a big hit and see if you can remember where you were when you first holding hands like candlelight.
That one slowed the whole room down. The next one is the sound of a man refusing to.
Yeah.
I want you to get yourself and your soul together.
Number 3. The Payback, James Brown. A back alley behind a club at 2 a.m., somebody walking fast with their collar up, replaying a conversation that didn't go their way. James Brown originally wrote this record for a film soundtrack, and it was reportedly turned down by the studio for not fitting the tone they wanted.
Don't do me. Do that,
Brown released it as a standalone single instead, and it ended up outperforming most of what came out of the film it was rejected from. The record became one of the most sampled tracks in hip-hop history, its drum breaks and vocal ad-libs forming the backbone of songs across 4 different decades of music that came after it. Trivia. Brown recorded the track with his backing band, the JBs, largely built around bassist Bootsy Collins' distinctive playing style before Collins left to form his own group. If any part of this list has taken you back somewhere you didn't expect tonight, that's genuinely why we make these. So go ahead and pass this one to somebody who'd remember this song exactly the way you just did. That one turned Rejection into one of the most sampled records ever made.
Do it no damn sweet. You are let me go, damn it. Great. Get ready, you mother.
This next one turned a duet into a chart record neither artist expected. Number 2, Then Came You, Dionne Warwick and the Spinners. A letter that sits on a counter for 3 days before somebody finally works up the nerve to open it. This song came together almost by accident. The Spinners were recording at the same studio as Dionne Warwick, and producer Tom Bell brought the two acts together for what was meant to be a one-off collaboration rather than a planned duet single. It became Dionne Warwick's first #1 pop hit despite her long career up to that point. And it remains one of the most successful pairings between a solo artist and a group in that era of soul music. And if you're the type who likes catching these unexpected pairings and the stories behind them before anybody else brings them up, that's exactly what you'll get more of if you stick around this channel. Trivia. It was the only #1 hit of Dionne Warwick's career. Despite decades of chart success before and after it, that collaboration wasn't planned. This final song wasn't supposed to get played on the radio at all. A television left on in an empty room, the volume low, because somebody needed the noise more than they needed to actually watch it. Stevie Wonder wrote this record as a direct political statement, and it became one of the more overtly critical songs of his career at the time. Some radio programmers initially hesitated to add it to rotation because of its pointed lyrical content, a rarity for a Motown single of that era. It went on to become Wonder's third #1 hit of the decade, proving that a song built around direct social commentary could still dominate mainstream radio. Trivia. The Jackson 5 provided backing vocals on the track, an unusual and largely uncredited collaboration between two of Motown's biggest acts at the time.